Bill Gates is one of the richest and most famous entrepreneurs in the world. Nearly 20 years ago, he and his wife pledged $1 billion to send 20,000 low-income minority students to college. In a report for 60 Minutes, Scott Pelley finds out what Bill and Melinda Gates have learned from their scholarship program.
I'm Bill. Hi. How are you?
Imagine having a couple of billionaires walk into your life and make the seemingly impossible possible.
Hi, Kyra.
Nice to meet you, Kyra.
That's what Bill and Melinda Gates did for these students at the University of Central Florida. They're among 20,000 nationwide whose tuition and expenses were paid in full. When you were notified that you received the scholarship, was that a letter, an email, a phone call? How did that come to you?
A letter.
Came as a snail mail? Really?
I think it was priority.
The founder of Microsoft, and you got a snail mail acceptance letter. When you got that letter, what did you think?
My mom, she opened my mail, and then that's when she broke the news to me that I got the scholarship. I'm sorry.
Nearly 70% of Americans don't have a degree, and Kyra Kelly was destined to be one of them. She grew up in poverty, and even today, she wastes nothing, because as a child, she often had only one meal a day, the free lunch at school.
I guess I never really dreamed of going to college. I just knew I just had to do what I could do to make sure that my family and I could survive.
When you started the scholarship, what were the big questions that you wanted to answer?
Well, one was whether a group of minority students could have very high achievement, go to the toughest universities if there was no financial constraint.
You assume that minority students would do as well in higher education, but what you were looking for was data, hard facts.
You bet. What's proven itself out now with the scholarship programs, you remove that barrier, they not only do as well as their white peers, no matter what zip code they're from, they often actually do better.
You can see Scott's full report on the Gates Scholars tonight on 60 Minutes.